All right. Zamboni's making the last few rounds here. And the game was delayed a little bit.
What's that? Yeah.
And there was a game before this that was a final. It was the 14U Division A. And Eugene, Oregon, the Generals beat Bend 2-1. But lots of timeouts towards the end, and then of course they gave the medals out, and so kids knew some kids on the other teams. That was kind of cool. I know you're probably thinking 2 Oregon teams playing in the final in Washington. Yep, it's Division A, 14UA. So this is a 14U AA game, and we're playing the Utah Grizzlies today. I've been told that the outcome of this match does not have any impact on who's going to the final. If we win, we will be tied for second with Tacoma, and because they have the head-to-head on us because of the game last night or yesterday afternoon or whatever that time was, they will be going forward regardless of their outcome. They play Vancouver at the same time, well, a little bit after our start in the other rink across the way. I don't know if you can see the other rink across the way down there. Right now, Portland Winterhawks 12U AA is playing, and they're up 4-2 over yonder. I think it's their AA, the 12U AA. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Might be just single A. So the Winterhawks are going to wear their newly acquired red jerseys today against the Utah Grizzlies. The Grizzlies haven't gotten a win yet during the tournament, but they did tie Tacoma yesterday. Oh, wait, who did they tie? Last night they tied Tacoma. So Tacoma had to play again after they played us later that evening. So, if there's music, I'm going to mute. Waiting for the Hawks to come out. Looks like Beckham's ready to roll down there. I don't know where the rest of the team is in the locker room. Beckham Johnson will be starting today between the pipes for the Portland Winterhawks. Portland with 1 win, 2 losses in the tournament, 4-game minimum. This is game 4. Vancouver won last night against these Utah Grizzlies and advanced to the final this afternoon. They are playing, like I said, Tacoma right now. Yeah, kind of weird because they'll have to play Tacoma again this evening, I think, for the gold medal round or whatever. That's what I believe is I looked at the tiebreakers last night in the rules. It's the very first tiebreaker is head-to-head. So if Tacoma loses to Vancouver, they will sit in the standings with 4 points. And if the Winterhawks beat Utah, we will have 4 points. The second tiebreaker is wins. We have better wins than Tacoma if we win this afternoon here. So yeah, it's just kind of kooky. Head-to-head though. Heartbreaking loss last night. 2-1, the final seconds. Well, you learn and you move on, right? That's how it goes. Refs securing the nets. Here come the Utah Grizzlies on the ice. They're going to be wearing their whites. And here come the Hawks wearing the red sweaters. And here comes the music, so I'm gonna mute. And we're about to get underway. And here we go, Miskovic and Nadoba and Whitehead starting off for the Hawks. Whitehead gets it in, tries to dump it in down low, gets to Nadoba's side. He battles for it on the side, kept in by Lilovic, but blocked by Utah. They try to get it out into the neutral zone. Kept in by Nadova, but Utah right there. And this one trickles out to the neutral zone. Here comes Utah. This one's dumped in. Lord takes him off the puck. Grizzlies get to it first. They go around the back of the net. Shot off of Beckham Johnson's pads. Nadova battles. This one's going to skate in a tip. But Lord is there with some great defense. Utah skates around with it. And cross ice pass goes through the middle. And nice job. And they're going to call that on Whitehead. He's going to go to the sin bin right out of the gate. 11:59 left in the first. Utah going to go on the power play. Too many penalties. Ewing going to take the face-off with Nissen, Dorf, and Russell in there as well. This one's kept in by the Grizz. Get it around the back of the net. Here comes Nissen with the puck. He's going to get it out into the neutral zone, and he's going to dump it right onto the goalie. Goalie plays it off to the corner. Nissen in pursuit. 11:39 left in the first period. Grizzlies come through. Nice stick lift, and that goes in, though. And it's 1-0 Grizzly on the power play goal. Whitehead will come out of the box. So Winterhawks will have to reset. They bring in Keenan, Cornegie, and Holbrook line. Here we go. This one goes right down the middle. And the Grizzlies grab it. Big hit there by Dorf. And Dorf pumps it out, and that's going to be offside on the Grizzlies. 11:21 left to the first. 1-0 early to Utah. Winterhawks keep out the line of Cornegie. This one comes back to Dorf. He's going to go into the middle. Tried to get to Cornegie past the stick, but Keenan's over there. He enters the zone cleanly. Tries to get knocked off the puck by Utah. They stick with it. Goes back behind the net. Back over to Keenan out front. Nobody there. Utah goes back behind the net along the boards. Dorf's going to go over to it. Gets a piece, but it comes out to the neutral zone. And they're going to call offsides on that as Cornegie was just a step offsides. Gosh darn it, wish we had the delayed offsides like they do in Canada. 10:55 left of the first. Cornegie, Keenan, Holbrook still in there. Russell, Labrie Van Paris on the back end with Hayden Dorf. And that's a big hit on Dorf. He goes down but gets right back up. Utah dumps it down, but kept in by Russ. But Utah gets to it, and this kid skates around Dorf. This is the kid, I think, who had the goal before. He's great with the stick. High shot and wide, kept in by, here comes the big hit by Keenan. Another big hit by Keenan. Keenan's not playing today with all that, and he's going to just keep hitting people. Loving it. Get physical. Russell gets around the back to Dorf. This one comes over to Cheddar, gets past his stick. Come on, Chet. Get in there, get physical. This one comes in front, past Russell's stick. And big hit by Russ. Stick goes flying of the Grizzly player. Puck is loose along the boards. Here comes LVP, but taken away. And nice job there by Hayden. Grizzlies dump it back down. This one kept in, and they're gonna just clear that for icing. Garrison got to play a little bit with Carnegie and Keenan. Face off. Coach talking to him real quick. I don't know what's going on over there. 9:28. Garrison staying out on the ice. Rylan Cox sees his first action. Ewing gonna take the face off. Garrison gets his stick on it, gets it over to Heim. He's knocked off puck in the neutral zone, and the Grizzlies dump it right back in. Cox needs to get to that first, but Utah does. This one in the middle, Houlihan's there. Heim picks it up. He's looking for Cheddar. Gets it on his stick. Nice try. Chet in pursuit. Utah gets it up the ice. This one comes in cleanly, and they're going to call offsides. 9:01 left to play in the first. 1-0 Utah. Come on, Chet. Comes the face-off. Ewing gets it over to Heim, and it gets dumped into the zone. And again, an offsides call, as a Utah forward was already in there on the face-off. So outside the blue line once again. Ewing taking the face-off. This comes over to Chet's side. His stick is tied up. And here comes Utah. Get him, get him. Nice stick lift by Ewing. This one comes out front. This one's behind Cheddar. And Chet tries to get it out, but tapped back in by Utah. One goes around the boards. Houlihan comes in. Here comes Heim. Garrison comes with the puck. Garrison with a shot right on net. And nicely done. Nice job, Chet! Winterhawks will change out the lines. Long shift for Cheddar. That was nice. It's his mom's birthday today. Happy birthday to my wifey, Christina. Utah dumps it down low. Avi's back there. Puck was loose in front of the net. Talbert skates out with it, gets it over to Whitehead. He's got two on him in the corner. He emerges with the puck. This one goes in the middle. Shot. That was Miskovic. Nudoba goes in hard, but Utah comes out with the puck. They get down there. This kid's good. Shot. Goal. This is second goal for this kid. And it's 2-0. They're going to switch out the goalies. Johnson getting the hook in favor of Casper. 7:42 left in the first. Carnegie, Keenan, Holbrook, Lillevec, and Lord out there for Winterhawks. Utah wins the face-off. This one gets dumped down behind the net. Utah takes it away and gets it on there, covered by Casper, whistled. And Utah was whacking on it because there was no whistle. Face-off. Carnegie will take the face-off. This one goes into the corner. Lord is there. He gets knocked off the puck. Holbrook goes in. Oh, that wasn't Holbrook. Who was that? Carnegie gets knocked off the puck. A lot of hits back there, and they're going to call boarding on Walcott from Utah, and he's chirping at Keenan. That's a boarding call, so Winterhawks will go on the power play. 7:15 left of the first. Puck is loose. This one comes out to Cornegie. Dorf back to Cornegie. And Cornegie misplays the puck, and here comes Utah. Dorf tries to get in with his stick, but right down the middle, and Casper, nice save. And it was under him. He didn't know where it went. So face-off coming out to my right. 1:08 left to the penalty to Utah. Portland on the power play. Lilivec coming in. This one's tied up. Dorf emerges with the puck. Hayden goes around the defender. Skates out. This one comes out into the neutral zone. He's pushed off the puck. This one comes over to Nadoba. Shot. Oh, just missed. It does go in. And Nadoba, I thought that was bar down, I think. I thought it went over, but Nadoba evens it up. Nicely done. Hard to see through this net. Had a nice wide open look there. And that one was bar down, I believe. I heard metal. So power play goal for Nadoba. And the Winterhawks oh, no, they don't even it up. It's 2-1. Sorry, 2-1. My bad. And Whitehead pushed off the puck. Winterhawks cut the lead in half. 2-1. There we go. And here comes the Grizzlies. One comes off the back of the net. Miskovic comes in, was down on the back of that play. This one comes out to Whitehead. Shot. This one goes off to the right. Lilivec defends. This one backhand to the middle. I think that deflected off of somebody. Tony Lord with the puck. Gets in the neutral zone. He gets knocked off it. And Whitehead emerges with the puck. Gets it over to Nissen. He's going to dump low. Took a nice bounce off the boards. Whitehead with a look. Two sandwich down there. Whitehead, and he gets pushed one more time as the refs look away. And Utah dumps it down. No icing, because it doesn't make it all the way back. And no call there. Lilivec went down pretty hard there in the boards. Fans looking for the call. Here comes Utah. Switch it. One-timer. Big rebound, but not there. Garrison's back in the game, and he picks it up. Nicely done to Heim, and Heim plays that. Very nice. Ewing's in there as well. And we got a door opening up there. They're going to change him out really quick. That was a quick shift. Cornegie line is out there with Holbrook and Keenan. This one comes over to Keenan. Utah's there. Keenan, though, emerges with the puck. Holbrook was tied up. Comes Utah. They get it up the ice. Another cross-ice pass, and that one's going to get dumped in. Talbert gets to the puck first, but he goes down, loses an edge. Utah comes away with the puck. They battle down below, and nicely done. Here comes Cornegie. Skates in between Grizzlies, and back in the front. Oh, Holbrook just out of reach. Gets a shot on. Pad saved by the goalie. And there's a high stick coming. Penalty. 2-1 Utah. This one is going to go on. Who's it going on? I saw. Oh, maybe it was just played with a high stick. Yeah. Nope. Who the heck is in the box? 1, 2. No. Yeah, played with a high stick. 5-on-5 right now. They whistled it. This one comes out. Big slap shot by Ryland. Does not get through. Whitehead tries to get it through. This one comes back out to him. Goes around the back of the net. And Utah tries to clear. Kept in by the Winterhawks, but right to a Utah player, and they get it out to the neutral zone. Dumped in by the Grizz. Behind the net. Out front. And they're just swiping at it. Puck is loose. Utah finally gets a stick on it, gets it into the corner. Winterhawks get it up to Tony, goes off the boards, but it stays in. Wide right by Utah. Kept in. This one goes in the middle. Around the back of the net. This one's coming over to Nadoba. This one stays in again. And this one stopped by Casper. 3:01 left of the first. Shots are 10-4. Utah. They're bringing out the Ewing line with Garrison and Nissen. Go, Chet! They're in the defensive face-off mode. This one comes back to Utah. Goes in the middle. This one goes around the back of the boards. Watch out. Avi Sharp LeBlanca is in there as well.
There you go.
And Nissen takes him off the stick and gets it into the neutral zone. Garrison's in pursuit. And this one's going to come right to the goalie. Off into the corner. Off the back of the net. Puck is loose. Russell's back there. This one comes out front. Garrison was tied up. And Avi's going to get it out, and that's going to go for icing. And they'll change up the lines. Puck is dropped. Cornegie lines out there again with Keene and Holbrook. Russell LVP is out there as well with Avi Sharp LeBlanca. And the Winterhawks try to get it out and do off the ref. Cornegie zooms in. This one bounces back into the Winterhawk zone. Get it over to Russ. Russ, cross ice pass to Holbrook. Utah's there. Flick it up. Avi's back there again. And Holbrook tried to get something on that. That one comes right on net and saved by Casper again. Russell, Lavery Van Paris with the puck. Goes around the boards. Nobody over there. Cornegie's going in. He gets hit high. Utah, shot from the point, saved by Casper. Another shot. This one does not get through. Oh, he had an open net on the right side. Again, puck is loose. 1 minute left. And this one's going to go the length. And that's going to be icing, but at least they'll get change up. 55.5 seconds left. Hayden Dorf and Tony Lord coming out on defense. Miskovic line coming out with Nadoba and Whitehead. This one's dropped. Goes around the back of the net. Lord to it first, gets it over to Nadoba. He's surrounded immediately, but Lord comes out with the puck, and he's going to get it out. Whitehead skates to it. They're going to call icing. 40 seconds left. Yes, 40.6 seconds left. This one coming back to the Hawks end. 2-1 Utah. Puck is dropped. Utah, shot wide right. This one goes around the boards, kept in by Utah, but Portland was right there, dumps it down again. No icing this time. 23 seconds left. Miskovic gonna join the scrum. He tries to come out with it, but it's knocked down, so here comes the Utah attack. Lord forces him. Nice job by Tony, and a nice hit to finish that play. And that will do it for the first period. Utah Grizzlies 2 and Winterhawks 1. We're going to take a little break. So second period about to start. The Ewing line is in there with Heim and Garrison. And back end looks like we've got the captain, Russell, Lavery Van Paris, and Hayden Dorf. Hayden's going to zoom in there. Goalie's going to have to play it with the stick. Garrison gets it back to Russell. This one, again, played by the goalie. Utah gets it. And that one is stopped by Ewing. Garrison's there in the middle. Get him, Chat. Chat goes in for the hit, just misses, but enough to get him off the puck. And another big hit by Garrison. Shot by Lavery Van Paris. Garrison goes in hard, battling. This one comes out to Utah. Nice shift there. Now time to play some D. Here comes Utah. Goes around. Shot goes high and wide over to Garrison's side. Garrison with another hit. And this one gets to Lavery Van Paris. He's tied up. And they're going to call a hold on Utah. Nicely done. Great shift by the Ewing line. Very physical. So we're going with Keenan out there, taking the face off. And Cornegie. Puck, gets past Cornegie's stick. This one's going to go to the neutral zone. Keenan tries to get to it first. Drops it back to Cornegie. He's in pursuit. And Utah pressure coming on. This one's coming over to Keenan, but Utah's there to keep it in. Utah shorthanded. Cornegie tries to get around to the defender. Dorf picks it up. He's got room to skate. And Nadoba's out there as well. Shot. Nadoba again on net. Nice shot. Keenan gets over to it. Gets it over to Holbrook. Back out to Dorf. Blocked by Utah. Backhand. And Utah tries to get it out and does. Cornegie. Dump in by Nadoba into the corner. In pursuit. And Utah clears it. That's going to be icing on the Grizzlies. 10:48 left of the second period. 2-1. Winterhawks on the power play. Puck is dropped. Miskovic at the dot with Whitehead out there as well. Lilivec, Tony Lord, and the captain, Russell. And this one is going to come to a penalty to the Winterhawks. Looked like a high hit. Utah gets it down. They pull the goalie for the extra attacker. And that's going to be stopped. And that was a shot to the head, is what they're calling, on Lilivec. So Utah Grizzlies will go on the power play. This one's going to come back down into the Winterhawks end at 10:25 left. All right. It appears that Lilivec will get a 8-minute game misconduct on that play. So he'll be sitting in the bin for 8 minutes. Penalty is still 1:30. So there will be a power play. Someone else went in there. I can't see who. Utah. The shot out front. That one doesn't get through. Utah dumps it back down. Nice hit by Dorf. And Dorf hits and gets it into the neutral zone. Great play there. Utah goes D to D. This one's going to come all the way down almost. Well, Utah got to it first. Nice puck movement. Ewing in there trying to disrupt. This one goes around the back of the net. Kept in by Utah. 45 seconds left of the power play. This one comes back out to the point. It's got a wide open shot, nobody there. This one gets through and saved by Casper. Another shot. This one's going to skim along the ice, but saved again by Casper. Utah still with possession. Hit below. Utah back out to the point. And Miskovic comes out. This one skims around the back. 16 seconds left to the power play. A nice job there. Yes, and they get it out. That was Ewing. He asked for the change. 5 seconds left to the power play to Utah. And we're back to full strength. Big wide open net over there. Nadoba comes out on the ice. Whitehead's out there. 8:40 left to play in the second. Another shot by Utah. the relentless attack here by the Grizzlies. This one finally gets into the neutral zone, but Utah's right there to get it in. And this one missed, and they're just going to ice that. With 8:20 left of the second. Both teams at full strength. Lilevec in the box, though, serving a 8-minute misconduct. Face off. Try to clear it. Utah's there to keep it in. Shot doesn't get through. Whitehead with the block. Puck is loose in front. And again, tried to swipe it away. This one's still live. Nissen to it. Gets around the back of the boards. Utah gets to it first. And big hit to finish there. That was Ryland Cox. This one kept in again by Utah. They dump it back down low. Utah in the front. Deflection, but Ryland Cox was there. This one comes around the boards and into the neutral zone. Utah still with possession. The pressure. Nissen with it. Get back on side. And they're going to dump it in and get the change on. That was Nadoba who dumped it in. And here comes Heim, Garrison, and Ewing. This one comes over to, here we go, Cheddar. Tries to get it in. He's knocked off the puck. Get him, Chet. And Utah gets it out. Oh, big hit. And that's Cox. And Ryland Cox will go in the box. I think those are offsetting penalties. So there'll be a 4-on-4. Oh, it'll be 5-on-5, I believe. Yep, 5-on-5, as the penalties were offsetting. So Garrison will stay out there with Ewing and Heim. 6:47 left of the second as they try to sort it out. Puck is dropped. Ewing with the scrum. Houlihan was in there. They go to D, but this one comes out into the neutral zone. They drop it back. Here comes the pursuit. Garrison's over there. This one's punched back in. Ooh, Chad almost broke free there. But taken away by Utah. And here comes in the middle. And here comes a trip to the Winterhawks. So Utah will go on the power play, and they're going to send that's going to be on Talbert, I believe. Yep. So there's a party in the penalty box. We've got Ryland Cox, Luke Talbert, and Cooper Lilevec in there. Utah on the power play. Saved by Casper. 6:10 left to play in the second. 2-1 Utah. This one comes around the back of the boards. Dorf tries to get to it first. Keenan with the puck. Dumps it out into the neutral zone, and he is hit hard. And they're going to call that all day. And we're going to go to even strength. The penalty is still ticking. The clock is still ticking. Hey, the clock is still ticking. Bapo. We're going to go to even strength 4-on-4. Keenan going to take the face-off. Kornegie's in there with Haydendorf and Avi Sharp-LeBlanca. And here comes Utah out of the face-off. Get into the corner. Dorf comes in with the hit. Utah with the puck. Kornegie with the takeaway, and he gets it to Keenan, who dumps it in. Utah gets to it first. Here comes Kornegie with the steal, but Utah recovers. They get it down the ice. Dorf is back there. Haydendorf makes a nice quick stop with the puck. Tries to go cross ice there, and that's going to be icing with 5:01 left. 14 seconds left to the penalty to Talbert. And then the Winterhawks will have a short 36-second power play. And then we'll be back to even strength, hopefully. Who's taking the face-off? Puck is dropped. That was Miskovic. He comes in with a big hit. Puck is loose down in the corner. This one comes out front. Nissen gets the puck. He's hit off the puck. Utah down in the corner. The captain joins the scrum. Nissen in there as well. This one comes out to the Utah defense. This one goes around the back of the net. This one's pushed ahead and dumped in. Puck is loose in the Utah Grizzlies end. And this one goes out to the neutral zone. Nice hit there, Nadoba on the Grizzlies. Go D to D. Here comes Nadoba. And offsides as the Winterhawks were changing. And Heim came out on the ice into the zone before Nadoba could get it in. So they change out the lines. Haydendorf, Quinn Houlihan on the back end. Miskovic, Heim. And Nadoba still in there. Miskovic drops it back to Houlihan. Gets it into the neutral zone. Nice try there. Here comes Utah. And batted away. Houlihan, nice job getting it into the neutral zone. Utah with the puck. Back to even strength. 3:25 left in the second. 2-1 Grizzlies. Utah brings it in. Shot does not get through. This one comes out to the point, and nice job. That's Haydendorf. Oh, nice try. Blocked. And they're going to call a penalty on Utah with 3:03 left of the second. That was a great save by the netminder for the Grizzlies. Keenan with the face-off. Nadoba is down there, and Holbrook. This one comes all the way down the ice. No icing. They wave it off. That's Kornegie. Carnegie with a long pass over to Holbrook. But Utah's right there, and they dump it right back into the neutral zone. Carnegie with the puck. He's harassed. He tries to go between two defenders. And Utah right there to get it out of the zone. Keenan back to, I think that's Dorf. He settles the puck and gets it to Carnegie. They enter the zone. Carnegie gets it on net. Goalie plays it to the right. Keenan. And again, this one comes back to the ice, and they'll call that icing all the way to the other end. 2:04 left. 31 seconds left of the power play for Portland. Miskovic takes the face-off. This one tried to come back to Lord, and Lord's hit. Penalty coming. And he got up slowly. So we have a 5-on-3 power play for 13 seconds. And then there'll be a 5-on-4 power play. Keenan rounds the corner, tries to go up into the corner. Utah is there. Carnegie keeps it in. He's going to go down low to Holbrook. Holbrook behind the net to Keenan. Move it, guys. Oh, nice try. Tried to get it to Nadoba, who was out front. Dorf with the puck. Gets it over to Carnegie. Here comes Utah. 5-on-4 now. This one comes over. Played. Utah comes in for trying to get something going. They are the Winterhawks. Dorf with a cross-ice hit. 51 seconds left to play in the second. 30 seconds left of the power play. This one comes across the ice to Keenan. Come on. And this one comes in. Another penalty coming, and he is decked. Utah playing ugly. So that hit brought on a game, or just a misconduct. So now Utah has 3 in the box. 5-on-3 power play for the Winterhawks. That kid will sit for 8 minutes. Plus the 2, I believe. Yep. And this one's going to come back down to the Utah end with 30 seconds. Portland will be on the power play for the remainder of the period, more than likely. Keenan takes the face-off. This one comes out to Cornegie. Shot off the stick of the goalie. This one comes down low. It's one-on-one, fast break possibly. And glove save by Casper to keep it a 2-1. 13 seconds left of the second. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Utah's there. Remember, they're shorthanded. Another save by Casper. 0.6 seconds left. 52 seconds left to the penalty to Utah. And puck is dropped. And I think that's it. There we go. So we'll go to the third period. Utah Grizzlies up 2-1. When Winterhawks come back, they'll be on a 5-on-4 power play. And we're back to start the third power play for the Winterhawks. 45 seconds left. Puck is in the neutral zone. Dorf is over there battling. Holbrook emerges with it, but Utah's right there to try to get it into the Winterhawks end, but foiled. Keenan's over there with Nadoba, and Nadoba gets it in, but offsides as Holbrook had already entered the zone. 28 seconds. Faceoff will come outside the blue line. 28 seconds left of the power play. Shots are 17-10 in favor of the Grizzlies. 12:35 left to play. Cornegie takes the faceoff. Puck comes back to Keenan. He goes over to Hayden Dorf. Dorf takes it, and somehow that gets on down. I think that went off a Holbrook stick. I heard the little piece, little deflection. Puck comes back to Keenan. Goalie has to play it. A nice shot. Utah recovers. They try to get it out into the neutral zone. Kept in by Keenan. Cornegie skates around the outside. He's looking. Shot. And that one got around there. We're back to even strength. Here come the Grizzlies. Backhand and easy save for Casper.
Good job.
Miskovic taking the face-off. He's got, it's like Colin Heim out there on this, and Whitehead. Avi Sharp-LeBlanca plays the puck. He's out there on defense. Talbert out there as well. This one comes out to the point. They dump it down low, back into the middle. Disturbed and taken away by Miskovic. He gets it into the neutral zone, but Utah's right there, and they punch it right back, but back into the neutral zone goes the puck. Winterhawks enter their zone. Heim on the back end. This one comes out to the neutral zone. Talbert has to play it. And this one is taken away from Talbert. Shot. And nice defense there. That one gets dumped in by Whitehead, but it's icing, I believe. Garrison's line coming in for the first time, third period. The Ewing line with Garrison. And who else is out there? Nissen. Puck is dropped. Ewing's there. Garrison tried to get his stick on it. And that one has to be played in a whistle as the net came off the moorings back there. So they'll have to reset that. Ewing with the face-off. Whistled. They're going to what are they going to do here? Kicking someone out of the face-off circle. Chet will take the face-off. Chet's taking the face-off. Utah comes out of the face-off with the puck. Ewing. This one squirts out to Ryland Cox. And Houlihan was tied up in there. Garrison goes around the hit. Nice move. This one comes back in, hit by Cox. Garrison's down there. Get him, Chet. And Chet gets his stick on it. But Utah's there. They're going to enter the zone. This one, blocker save. This goes over to Chet. And Chet gets it out into the neutral zone. Nice work. Another shot on net, but that's going to be offsides, I believe. Nice job by the Ewing line. Cornegie takes the face-off, gets it to Keenan, goes back to Houlihan. Houlihan over to Ryland Cox. This one comes up to Cornegie, who got it over to Keenan, but he's taken off the puck. Houlihan's there trying to keep it in. They clump together. Nice job by Holbrook to get his stick on it. Deflects into the corner. Keenan gonna skate around. He has Cornegie open on the other side. Cornegie gets it up to Houlihan, who dumps it back down behind the net. Keenan gets to it first. Goes back to Carnegie, to Keenan, and saved. 2-1 Utah. 9:25 left to play. We are at even strength. Winterhawks are going to change out the defense, sending out Lilivec and the captain, Russell Laver Van Paris, LVP. Carnegie takes the face-off. Puck is loose. Utah skates out of the face-off circle with the puck. They go around the back of the net. This one's still bouncing around, but Utah picks it up. They get it out into the neutral zone. And the captain takes it away. He's going to skate with it. Russ around the back of the net. Gets it over to Keenan. Here comes the hit. This one goes up. Kept in with the glove for Utah. But Russell's there. Utah loses their stick. And the Winterhawks gets it up to Holbrook. Holbrook gonna bring it down for the change-up. And they whistle it at icing. Miskovic takes the face-off. Lilivec challenges it. Russell Laver Van Paris around the back of the net, and there's a whistle. It's going to be a penalty on Miskovic. So Utah is going to go back on the power play. So Winterhawks send out their penalty kill unit. Utah has it out to the point. They go D to D. They're doing the four corners thing. This one comes across the ice. Tries to make a move. Shot. Big, juicy rebound in the front. This one's taken by Nadoba. He tries to dump it in, but that could be no icing as it was tipped. Here comes Utah. Winterhawks got to get back. The captain's there. Tried to get him to go to the outside.
Come on, Charlie.
Oh, right in the middle. And a goal. Power play. And Utah's going to go up 3-1. Miskovic comes out of the box. Gotta stay out of that box. 2 power play goals, I believe, for Utah in this game. 1 for the Winterhawks. Coach sends out the Ewing line, this time with Heim and Nissen on the wings. Houlihan tries to keep it to the outside. This one comes in the middle. Sticks are tied up. Nice job by Ewing. Got it over to Nissen. He dumps it down low. Utah tries to go around the boards. This one comes out. And nicely done by Ewing to get a piece. And Heim comes up with the puck. Going to go over to Ewing. Over to Lord. Lord to Houlihan. Houlihan tried to get it in the middle, but Utah's there with the takeaway. Lord defends the play. Ewing's right there. He gets in the scrum. And this one just gets over Tony's stick. Tony gets it over to Ewing. This one comes out of the zone, so Utah's going to have to get back on side. And Houlihan tried to hit him into the boards and rolled off him. This one comes out to the zone. Here comes Cornegie. Scott Heim and Nissen. This one comes around the back, around the boards. Talbert trying to keep it in. This one comes out to the neutral zone. Rylan Cox has entered the game. He's got some space. And big cross-ice hit. Utah takes it away. This one's dumped in by Utah. 6 minutes left to play. Big hit on this far side there by Talbert. Talbert emerges with the puck. He's going to go around the back end, gets it over to Keenan, and he dumps it down. Utah goes back to retrieve the puck. Here comes Utah with the attack. It's a 2-on-2. Cuts to the middle. Nice job on the defense there. And Holbrook takes it away from him, and he pushes Holbrook off the puck, and Utah gets it back. Utah dumps it down below. Winterhawks tried to get it back to Talbert. Here comes Cornegie. He skates toward the middle. Holbrook just past the stick. Utah's going to retain possession. The Grizzlies come in. Shot. Paxson. Casper with the glove save with 5 minutes to go. 3-1 Utah. We're at even strength. Puck is dropped. Willevek is there. He goes off the back of the boards. Biskovic. Whitehead comes out with the puck. This one goes into the middle, deflected. Doba's there. This one dumped back down below by Utah. Challenge in the corner. Utah skates out with the puck, though. Cross-ice pass. Shot. Didn't get all of that. Oh, my gosh. And it's 4-1. I don't know how that got in. I think it was a deflection. 4:19 left. Deflection off of somebody. Face-off, Hayden Dorf comes out with the puck. Out of the face-off, dumps it in, but Utah right there picks up the puck. Whitehead putting on the pressure. Miskovic gets it into the zone. They try to keep it in. And that one scoots out to the neutral zone. Here comes Utah again. Nice job by Whitehead. He tries to get it to Nadoba, gets past his stick. This one's dumped in by Utah. LVP, the captain, back to it. This one kept in. Here comes Utah. This one's going to go away from the goal and tries to go in with a hard hit. And penalty coming. So they're bringing out Chet on the penalty kill. Houlihan's out there with Ewing and the captain, LVP, Lavery Van Paris. Dallas, Utah, 3:15 left of the game. Taken away by Ewing, and he's knocked off the puck. Garrison intercepts it. Nice job. He gets a stick on it. Causing chaos and trouble. He goes down, and Ewing. Nice job by Garrison to keep that from going in the middle, but kept in by Utah. This one in the middle, Garrison, nice job. He goes around the back of the net. Garrison right there, he's got to get it out, and does. He gets hit as he releases the puck. This one in the neutral zone. And nice job by the captain to poke that back out. But Utah right there. Houlihan tries to hit. This one comes back up the boards. This one coming around. Shot. 15 seconds left to the power play to Haydendorf, the penalty to Hayden. And here comes Ewing. He's just going to dump it down low. Garrison and Ewing will change off. And nicely done. Good kill. Dorf goes down, loses an edge. 1:45 left to play. One comes over to Houlihan. He's got some space. He goes down, loses an edge. Here comes Utah. And Heim ends up with the puck. This one goes around the back of the net. Dorf is there. And a big hit. Utah. Down around the back end. They try to get it out front. But Ryland Cox was there. Big hit. And they're going to call that. Shot and glove save by Casper. Haydendorf with the penalty. So back on the penalty kill for the Winterhawks. This one's coming all the way back. Utah retrieves it. Keenan is there, as is Talbert and Ryland Cox. Not sure where that went. Into the netting. All right. So the Winterhawks, final 28 seconds. Utah with the puck. Cornegie. This one goes back in. And that's going to be offsides on Utah. Face-off coming outside the blue line. 4-1. Utah Grizzlies. 18 seconds to go. Cornegie taking the face-off. Keenan on one side. Cox on the other. 10 seconds. And Cox tries to get the hit on him. This one skates through. And they're going to call the trip with 1.5 seconds left. Penalty. That penalty was to Rylan Cox. 1.5 seconds left, 5-on-3 power play, but not gonna matter. And that should do it. Final score here from Tacoma, 4-1 Utah Grizzlies. Got the weekend off next weekend, and then the Winterhawks will be back at home against the Spokane Chiefs for 2, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. Check your schedules for game times. We'll be coming to you live from Sherwood and from Beaverton. Have a lovely afternoon on this Sunday. Final score, Utah Grizzlies 4 and Winterhawks 1.